Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flick of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, it's Yahweh. And his only begotten Son name in Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah, Korash. Give honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders of great millstone who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth to the four ends of the earth. The entire world shed light to the hope of the day. Shalom to God, walk through listen, learning. You for sisters of listen, learning. Coming to another lesson of true facts, faith, and application, another daily application, will always be edified. So I title this lesson, Your Polluted Gifts has led you to the gates of destruction. And this is dealing with 2/3 of our people. Those that made it, allegedly, and those that are trying to make it. As the saying is, get rich or die trying. Right? And this guy Jeezy had a song called Trap or Die. And it's the same as Do As Thy Will, which is from Alice Crawley. Obey Your Thirst from Nike, right? No, but it's like from Sprite. Obey Your Thirst. Nike is Just Do It, right? This is the mindset that the wicked have pushing our people to do as they will, obey their thirst, get rich or die trying, trap or die. And the everyday people that we work and shop with, their mindset is that they just live and then they die. Do what they can do while they're living and then die, man. Like most people don't believe, and this is 90% of the people on the planet don't believe that this place will end, that this current rulership will end. And they just living their life as if we just gotta live to the best that we can live and then we die. The gifts that Yahweh gave us, 2/3 have polluted them. They polluted their gifts. And the Lord uses Esau, even the so-called white man, to help you dig deeper into using your gifts for wickedness. Just like what they all are court jesters, the comedians, the rappers, the movie actors. They are all court jesters, man, for the elites, for entertainment. And I want to get this in Ezekiel. Because again, brother brought out a beautiful precept at camp the other week. This is Ezekiel 20. It reads, Notwithstanding, the children rebelled against me. They walked not in my statutes, neither kept my judgments to do them, which if a man do, he shall even live in them. They polluted my Sabbath. Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them to accomplish my anger against them in the wilderness. And we are yet this day in the wilderness. Babylon, the great America, is the wilderness. Nevertheless, I will draw my hand and write for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted in the sight of the heathen, in whose sight I brought them forth. I lifted up my hand unto them also in the wilderness, that I will scatter them among the heathen and disperse them among the countries. This dispersed diaspora, Israelites scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Verse 24, Ezekiel 20 and 24, because they have not executed my judgments. We were talking about this at the camp Saturday. You didn't have our righteous forefathers sitting at the gates eating Snickers and drinking Mountain Dew, man. Hey, and the scripture tell you in Revelation 11 that heathens couldn't enter into our tabernacle, into our sanctuary. So if you saw somebody coming up, hey, the first thing we said was, "What's your business here? Who you coming to see?" You're like, "Oh, I'm coming to see Isaiah, or I'm coming to see another brother." Then you're like, "Hey, go get that brother and bring him to the gate, because what's your business here?" But you ain't have our forefathers sit at the gates of each and every city drinking Mountain Dew and eating Snickers, man. It said, because they have not executed my judgments, but have despised my statutes, and have polluted my Sabbaths, and their eyes were after their fathers' idols. And that's why Yahweh told Abraham to get from his father's house, because Abraham's father was worshiping idols. It reads, verse 25, wherefore I gave them also statutes that were not good, and judgments whereby they should not live. And I polluted them in their own gifts, in that they caused to pass through the fire all that opened the womb, which is their children, that I have, and the animals, the firstborn animals and the children, that I might make them desolate to the end that they might know that I am Yahweh. So the Lord said he had polluted them in their gifts. And Jake using their gifts now to serve Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Court justice, man. You got the top comedians, you got your top athletes, you got the top movie actors. They have all polluted their gifts, which is the talents of the Lord, man. And the gifts of Yahweh Shema Shah is to feed the flock, to warn Jake of the destruction that's coming to Babylon, the Great America, and what the four corners of the earth, where Jake is scattered at. See, the Lord is sending the judgments toward the four corners of the earth, not only because of Esau, Edom is in rulership of all these places, but because the Lord scattered Israelites throughout the four corners of the earth. And the Lord said in Hosea, let me get this. The Lord said he made the world for Israel's sake. So the judgment that's going out throughout the four corners of the earth is going out because of Israelites is living amongst these heathens, man. This is Hosea 5:14. For I will be unto Ephraim as a lion. Ephraim is the northern kingdom, what will be known as the 10 tribes, which is nine tribes, but it'll be known as the 10 tribes, the Spanish speaking tribes. For I will be unto Ephraim as a lion, and as a young lion to the house of Judah. Judah being the southern kingdom. I will tear and go away. I will take away, and none shall rescue him. This is the Lord say, I will be unto Ephraim as a lion, and as a young lion to the house of Judah. So throughout the four corners of the earth, where Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Asians have been scattered at, the Lord is going to be a lion and a young lion. So the destruction is coming, the famine, the pestilence, Jacob's trouble. Before the missiles hit, the famine, the pestilence, the teeth of wild beasts. Because it tell you in Ezekiel 14, the Lord says he's going to send out 4 sword judgments. Why? Because Jake have polluted the gifts that the Lord have given them to feed the flock. And those that don't make it to Hollywood by being an athlete or a rapper, singer, or some movie actor, they using it hoodly, cause you got Jake that they perfect cooking dope, selling dope. You got Jake that perfect in their ability using weapons, uh, pimping women, yeah, prostituting women. That's another. That's the gift wickedly, man. Jake perfect the gift that Yahweh Shema has given them in wickedness. And who taught you that? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You got some Jakes that's wickedly, but they gifted in doing scamming, man. You got Jake that's gifted in stealing, like they done mastermind the arts of scamming and stealing. Yeah, commit adultery. These gifts, Jake had perfected them. And I tell you in Jeremiah, let's read this. This is Jeremiah 5:26. This is Jeremiah 5:26. It reads, "For among my people I found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares." Who is the he that sets snares? When you go to Psalms 10, let's read this. So in Psalms 10, I'm going to start at verse 7. It reads, "His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privy set against the poor. Privily. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones." So who are the strong ones of this lion? It's those that they have set up to deceive you. And the scripture tell you in First Timothy 1, right? Let's read this. Who set these men up? It's Esau Edom that set up your leaders. He croucheth and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones, right? So this is First Timothy 1 and 10. That's like Titus 1 and 10. "But there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision." See, especially of the circumcision. So it's talking about who is there of the circumcision? It's talking about Israelites. So he crouched and humbled himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. This is Isaiah 9. This is Isaiah 9 and 15. It reads, "The ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail." Right? Now, when you go to this ancient and honorable, it's talking about Israelites. This is talking about Israelites, the ancient and honorable. He is the head. This is talking about Israelites. And the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail. See, this is Israelites deceiving Israelites. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Well, who set up your leaders? Who set up your leaders? Because remember, everything is controlled by the so-called white man. So Isaiah 9:15 it reads, "The ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail." This is Israelites. The ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail. This is talking about Israelites. Well, who set up your leaders? Who set up TD Snakes? So you got a what's this called? I can say program, but you have an institution or whatever you want to call it, TBN, right? The TBN network. You got uh along with the Edomites, Joyce Myers and what's this guy name? Joe Austin. You got Juanita Bynum. You got this guy Pastor Bryant, right? TD Snakes, Creflo Dollar. They all under TBN, right? When you go to this guy, this is either my name, Billy Graham. Billy Graham, they said he was a head master mason who TBN was basically allegedly under him, which he's not the head, but he was over the control, or he was the head master mason of the TBN network. And Creflo Dollar and Geno Jennings and TD Jakes, they all under this organization, man, which is all under the 501c3. They all have to take this, man. So when it said in Isaiah 9:15, the ancient and honorable, this is talking about Israelites. He is the head, and the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail. This is talking about Israelites. But what do? For the leaders of this people cause them to err. Cause who to err? The people. It said for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Well, who are they led by? Let's gotta go back to Psalms 10. Psalms 10 and 10. He croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Who are the strong ones? Titus 1 and 10. For they are many, it says, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. So the strong ones will be your leaders. In the Elder Yashua mentioned this a lot. This here is on Sunset Boulevard. This is it's called the Gates of the Gods. These gods is from Egypt and Babylon, man, that they have in Hollywood. This is where your talent, this is where you have to, this is where your polluted gifts have led you, man. And those that don't make it to Hollywood, they got street. They have polluted their gifts with street knowledge, being the best dope boy, right? You got niggas fighting over blocks. Think about Frank Lucas. Think about El Chapo. These different type guys like that. We was in the world. None of us is perfect. We was in the world. Brothers was selling dope. Brothers was doing this and that. Right? You got guys that pollute their gifts. Those that can't make it to Hollywood. That didn't make it through rapping or being a movie actor or singing or running the pigskin. Because the basketball, football is all pigskin. You didn't make it being an athlete or rapper or actor. Then you get in a different way. And it's crazy because you got there's 3, 4 ways that you can make it according to the so-called white man's world. You can graduate high school, go to college, and while you're in college, you have to join either a sorority or a fraternity, because it ain't who you know, it ain't what you know, it's who you know in the so-called white man's world. So that's one way, right? You join a sorority or fraternity, which is Illuminati, lower level, right? You make it playing basketball, playing sports, an actor, right? Movie actor, singer, right? Let's say you don't make it those ways, being a rapper, a movie actor, or athlete. You don't make it that way. Well, you can go to college, graduate, be a part of one of these fraternities or sororities, right? Then they got, which I didn't know, I didn't know till maybe about 10 years ago. They have these Masonic temples, right? Because I know people that have joined these Masonic lodges, and they went that way, which is another lower level, but you still being joined to Esau, even so-called white man, through some type of contract. So you can do it that way. Go to school, make it through college, join one of these sororities. So there's avenues for you to take to trim your way to seek love to the so-called white man, which is you polluting the gifts that Yahweh Shema Shah has given you. And most of our people don't understand the reason that we are here in America and scattered the four corners of the earth, but mainly America, is because we sin against the Lord, man. We sin against Yahweh Shema Shah. We sin against Yahweh. Therefore, the reason we are here is not to be rich, not to be famous, not to be known. Because it tell you in 1 Corinthians 4 that we shall be defamed and made as the filth of the world. And in Lamentations 4, it say, we are not known in the streets because the Lord made us the basis of men. He put Esau on the top and put us on the bottom. The other nations are still in their spot. He put Esau on the top and put Israel on the bottom. Therefore, we are not known. But Jake has taken their talents and polluted them. Let me read this again in Ezekiel. And see, man, and you see T.I. choking out his son, man. You see that? He's supposed to be put to death for that, man. His son supposed to be put to death for that, man. T.I. shouldn't have to choke out his son, man. He would have been put to death in ancient time, man. Period. He would have been put to death, man. A stubborn son. So this is Ezekiel 20 and 26. And I polluted them in their own gifts. And again, Edward made mention the other day, the Lord blessed us with the gifts of faith and hope. And these niggas have polluted their gifts because 2/3 hope in the so-called white man. And I polluted them in their own gifts, in that they caused to pass through the fire that opened the womb, their children, the firstborn animal, the firstborn son, that I might make them desolate to the end that they might know that I am Yahweh. And I polluted them in their own gifts. This is Psalms. This is Psalms 81 and 11. It reads, but my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. So I gave them up to their own heart's lust. See, this is about lust. I did a lesson on this a little while ago, man. This is about the lust. So I gave them up to their own heart's lust, and they walk in their own counsel. This is 2/3 have But the Lord said he polluted them. He polluted their gifts, man. This is Proverbs. Here, Proverbs 1:30. And Jake don't have no clue that what they are doing is the counsel of the Lord. They are polluted, man, in their own gifts. And they tell you in Jeremiah 24, the Lord say, when he asked Jeremiah, he said, what did I see? And Jeremiah said, I see a basket of good figs and a basket of evil figs that they cannot be eaten. 2/3 are rotten, man. They are rotten and they cannot be eaten. So what got to happen to them? They got to burn up. Proverbs 1:30. It said, they would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. And the Lord said that he said he would send us a comforter, and the comforter shall teach us all truths, man. They despise all my reproof, therefore shall they eat. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. What's their own devices? Their gifts that's polluted. Because the Lord said in Proverbs 14, Jeremiah 14, let's read this. This is Jeremiah 14:11. It reads, then said Yahweh unto me, pray not for this people, for their good. So think about it. With Jeezy and Lil Wayne and all these rappers, they figure, okay, I made it. I got my mama out the hood, right? My mama got, and this is all about mama. I got my mama out the hood, and those that have their father still in the play. I got my mom and my father out the hood. They good. We eating steaks and shrimp every night, potatoes. That's good, right? That what seems good. And us being in the world before the truth, like, man, I don't know what's wrong with these guys, but I made it out, man. I got the hood. Your people still in the hood though. Your cousins, aunties, and uncles, they still in the hood, man. But you made it out. You made it to the suburbs, or you made it to uh somewhere in Bel Air, somewhere. You made it. You good. That's not good, man. Because your people still suffering. Because we don't have a monetary problem. It's not financial. It's sovereignty, man. The Lord sent us here for a punishment. So when a nigga say, yeah, man, I just go to work. You know what I'm saying? I go to work, take care of the kids. Yeah, my girl's great. We go out, do things with the family. We don't have family time on the weekends. Sunday we go to the Harley house. Nigga, that ain't good. The Lord don't care about that, man. But that's what the world consider good. Yeah, man, I feed the homeless. Every other weekend, me and some other people, we go out. Me and other Christians, we go out and feed the homeless. The Lord don't care about that, man. That's not good. But this is what the world considers good. That's using your talent for wickedness, man. But the Lord said he polluted 2/3 of our people's talents, man. Jeremiah 14:11. Then said Yahweh unto me, pray not for this people for their good, not my good, for their good. This is Jeremiah. Let's go to 16. This is Jeremiah Salakia 6. I meant again. This is Jeremiah 6:19. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. And you still and we in 2023, and you got people still talking about the laws of the Lord are done away with, and we can do this or that. No, you can't, man. You can't. Right. Beautiful precept. Hebrews 4 and 12. Ecclesiastes 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence, man. So the knowledge that Esau Edom has pushed in the earth is the will of the Lord. Because it tell you in 1 Corinthians 11:19, it must be heresies among us, which these heresies is coming from Israelites. They're the circumcision. Because Nate, and he know the truth, man, but he's doing it purposely because he took the bag. He got to do it. He got to do that because he's paid to do that, man. And money is a mother, man. But that's his lot. He have to do that because he took the bag. All these guys that's saying something different, and everything they saying is adverse to what the scriptures say. But it's okay. They was paid to do that. Sticking to this. Jake have polluted their gifts. Jake, Yahweh Shema Shah polluted their gifts, man. But Jake thinking, oh, I made it. Mom's good. My father good. My siblings good. Yeah, at the picnic, at the family gathering, at July the 4th, but everybody ain't eating like LeBron James' whole family ain't eating, man. Dr. Dre whole family ain't eating, man. Lil Wayne whole family ain't eating. They ain't eating, man. And then you had guys like 8 Ball and MJG that didn't sell out. They got to that point where they didn't sign the contract. It show you how cold it is because yeah, how about Shema Shai's cold? Because I used to love listening to Swab House growing up. 8 Ball MJG, rap a lot. You got these guys that came from Swab House though. Mr. Mike, Tila, 8 Ball MJG. What happened to Swab House? They fell off the map. What happened? You got these guys from Atlanta. I remember, I never forget them. Ghetto Mafia. You had all the guys that came up on Outcast. What's their name? Uh, 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 man, I was just talking about these guys. Uh, man, what's their name? The one guy named Sean P. But they didn't take the bait, man. You got guys that didn't take the bait. I forgot their name, but it was two guys. You got a lot of people that didn't sell out to the full, but then you got guys that did sell out. I'm trying to think of these guys from Atlanta. They came up on the oh, Goody Mob, right? Goody Mob. Goody Mob, whatever happened, C-Lo, he kept pushing. Show you he sold out, man. But the rest of them boys, what happened? They fell off. But C-Lo kept it pushing. What happened? They sold out, man. Cause you can't sell your soul. Cause it just tell you that our soul is the Lord's, man. In 1 Corinthians 3, 16 and 17, 1 Corinthians 6, 19 and 20. But you can sell out. And that's these guys polluting their gifts. I'm trying to think of these guys, man. Hold on. I gotta get these guys. Cause these guys was raw. For a moment, man, they was raw. It's two guys. One was light skinned, one was dark skinned from out of Atlanta. And they had a song, matter of fact, just bear with me here. I just want to pull this up. Lord willing. One guy named was Sean P. And it was something about riding, taking my time, trying to get to some chick. Let me see. Um, but you got guys that sold out, man. They sold out. And the Lord did it. The Lord polluted their gifts. Riding dirty on 85. What's the name of that song? Let me see. I just want to get their name. Young Bloods. That's their name. Young Blood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The brother put it up. Young Bloods featuring Jim Crow. Big Boy. Yep, yep. That's it. The water out. Young Bloods, man. What happened to them guys? And there's a lot of guys like that, man. 'Cause I remember another group called Ghetto Mafia that came out of Atlanta, man. Out of Georgia, whatever. When I was growing up. There's a lot of people that they got to that point and they didn't sign that contract, man. That's like the Lord polluted the gifts, and Jake have taken their gifts. Oh, Crazy Bone. He mentioned when they got signed to with Easy E on Ruthless Records, how the elites, and that's what that nigga probably, if he ain't dead already, they got that nigga sick. Crazy Bone. Till that nigga wasn't exposing what they told him, what type of music they got to push, or the qualifications, man. Oh, to make it in the industry, they at least gotta have dirt on you, man. Okay, they gotta have dirt on you. That's another thing. They gotta have dirt on you. You gotta have some dirt on you for these bastards, man. Cause that's how he roll. He's a dirty bastard, man. You ain't gonna make it without having dirt in all these rappers. Cause Jesus did an interview, was it Charlemagne? And he was like, he can't go into the details because Charlemagne asked him how did he make his first million. And he was like, he can't go into the details on that, man. You can't, they can't, they got dirt, man. They at least got dirt on these guys. But that's Yahweh Shema Shai polluted their gifts. And that's why it's a beautiful thing for the Lord to give us the understanding of the reason we here and what it takes for us to, Lord willing, escape this. The judgment is coming, man. But you're not here to be famous. You ain't here to be oh no, actually I ain't even tried. I don't want to be a rapper or a movie actor. I'm just a journalist. Nigga, you sold out. You still a sellout. You still polluting the gifts that the Lord gave you. I'm just a journalist. I just nigga. Let me get this. The Lord polluted these gifts, man. And the only way your gift, the Lord give us man, it's heavy just meditating on how the Lord say, let me read this again before I get this. In Ezekiel, let's read this again. This is Ezekiel 20 and 26. And I polluted them in their own gifts. So what your gift's supposed to be feeding the flock. That's it. Proverbs 27:23. Know the state of thy flocks and look well to thy herds. The Lord hath given us spiritual fathers. That Jeremiah 3:15. The Lord said he would give us pastors that shall feed us according to his knowledge, his mind. Anything outside of that is a polluted gift, man. If you're using this to do anything else, it's polluted. But the Lord in Psalms 33:4, it said the words of the Lord are right. Let me read that. Psalms 33 and 4. It's amazing, man. For the word of Yahweh is right, and all his works are done in truth. So if the Lord say he polluted them in all their gifts, you only can do what the Lord got you doing, man. And we look at these guys like those that allegedly made it. They haven't they haven't made it, man. They haven't made it. They are polluted in their gifts. What did Paul say? First Corinthians. This is First Corinthians 4. Let's read this. So in First Corinthians 4, man, the Lord is amazing, man. So it talks about this is First Corinthians 4 and 8, right? It reads, now you are full, now you are rich. Ye have reigned as kings without us. Who? Jay-Z, uh, Lil Wayne, Jeezy, Dr. Dre, P. Diddy, naming the top ones, Denzel, Will Smith, right? These is the ones that made it, allegedly. And they ain't make it because they don't control resources. Jay-Z don't own resources. Oprah Winfrey, let's reverse that. Michael Jordan. This is the highest paid nigga. This is the highest paid nigga in the so-called white man system. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Oprah Winfrey, Dr. Dre, P. Diddy, Jay-Z. These are the high paid, sellout, slow belly niggas. And they don't own no resources. Them niggas don't got cows and oxens. Them niggas don't own sheeps and goats. Huh? Oprah Winfrey, this demon Evite gave a nigga a pizza made out of cauliflower. What? So I want a pizza that's made out of hybrid? You dumbass Evite. She don't own nothing. Esau gave these people black cards, man. They don't own nothing. And Paul said, now you are full, First Corinthians 4 and 8. Now you are rich. Ye have reigned as kings. Not you reigning, you a king and you reigning. No, it's a ye have reigned as kings without us. And I would to God that you did reign. I, I, I would to the Lord that really you was reigning for real, that we also may reign with you. You ain't reigning. You in Esau Edom's kingdom. They ain't kings. These niggas is high paid servants, court judges, man, in Esau's kingdom. And that's one of the precepts I was gonna get. That first Maccabees 1:11. That's one of them on my list. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, and one of you brothers could put up Isaiah 28, verse 14 and 15. That's the next precept I was gonna read with this first Maccabees 1, man. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Right, the water, bro. That's what this is. Paul said they raining. Let's read this again. First Corinthians 4 and 8. Now you are full. Now you are rich. You have reigned as kings without us. And I would to God that you did reign, that we also may reign with you. Oh, what is that? What is Paul saying? We still suffering. A few of you made it. A few of you made it. But all of us We still suffering, man. We still on the bottom. We don't have sovereignty. We ain't in the kingdom. When you read Psalms, Ecclesiastes 2, go read that chapter, man. Solomon said, I had men servants and maid servants born in his house. He had olive yards and vineyards. He had all these things. But he said at the end, all was vanity and vexation of spirit. Why? Because it wasn't the kingdom, man. Going back to the point what Paul said in 1 Corinthians 4 and 8, Jake ain't reigning. He said, now you are full, now you are rich. Now you are reigning as kings without us. Them niggas ain't ruling. Jay-Z and Denzel still got to order their steaks and they chicken just like we do. And the brother in the Hardy, the hair brother, came to the lesson some years ago, a couple years ago, a few. And this so bloody nigga, Future said, this nigga said in the interview, he said, man, we all struggling. Our checks just bigger than yours. Rappers, actors, and movie actresses and rappers and the athletes, them niggas is listen, they checks just bigger than ours. And guess what? Guess what, Jake? These guys gotta maintain their check, their bag more than we do. Yeah. Them niggas gotta give up that dookie shoot, man. We go to the plantation, do our little bid, our little 8, 10 hours. Hey, and it's over, man. LeBron James got to give up that Duke shoot, man. Okay, you niggas got to go to the director's couch, man. You want to be in the movie? Yeah, you got to play. You got to play fruit booty, man. We don't got to do that, man. These niggas just sold out for naught, man. And the Lord said in Ezekiel 33, verse 10 and 11, why would you sell yourself for naught, man? These niggas done sold out. They ain't reigning as kings. Michael Jordan, this nigga, and he let this Edomite, and it showed that the brother put me up on the Netflix that when the guy played him, man, and he lost 500 million behind the deal, and it made him second is second in command over the Wizards. So now Edomite, because Michael Jordan had most of the what's it called not stock, I forget stock the percentage. He had most of the percentage in the Wizards, and the Edomite played him, man. So now he got more percentage of the Wizards. That nigga lost 500 million behind that, man. These niggas ain't no. These niggas, you ain't no king, nigga. That nigga got to order his chicken too. These niggas don't got no cattle, man. These niggas don't own farms. These niggas don't got milk trucks bringing in milk and these 18 wheelers. These niggas ain't. These niggas don't own nothing, man. These niggas don't own nothing, man. These niggas don't even own their own life. These niggas don't own nothing, man. So that's why Paul, and they show you the Lord is cold because he put it in the scriptures and showed us in the scripts. Now you reigning as kings without us. And Paul said, I would to God that you did reign, that we may reign with you, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is all of Israel having resources. All 12 tribes having resources, maintaining resources, controlling resources. Michael Jordan don't control none but them bottles he drinking and he in them damn bottles, man. That nigga is an alcoholic, man. Go look it up. Don't take my word for it. That nigga is in them bottles, man. That's what that nigga is. An alcoholic. He don't control nothing. Oprah Winfrey don't control nothing, man. Not even her own mouth, man. They are all controlled, man. And Esau showed you what they do when you speak about truth. They take your bag, shut you down. Kyrie Irving, Kanye West. Oh, what's this nigga name? Uh, What's the football player? Reggie White. He was heavy into the Hebrew Israelites and the Hebrew and the Paleo Hebrew. That nigga would the Lord had him to go in deep. Where that nigga at? In the spiritual realm? Out of here. The Lord said he polluted their gifts, man. If you ain't using this truth to feed the flock, the Lord gonna kill you, man. And he gonna take that which you have. Let me get this. This is First Peter. Oh, matter of fact, let me read this. I also want to read this too. The brother put up on the screen. First Peter 2:16. Let's hold that. You niggas sold out, man, for nothing. So in Shalom to life when I walk to the knee, how about Shema Shai Brakatham. So the same precept with First Maccabees 1:11-12, Isaiah 28:15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. In this agreement, we look it up, it goes into a covenant, man, and an alliance. When the overflowing score shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. And that's cold because it tell you in Second Ezra 16 that it is going to come to them. Let me read it. It say, when the overflowing score shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and on the falsehood have we hid ourselves, and on the falsehood. So you got 2/3 of Jake know that they are living on a falsehood, and they is with it because it come with the bag, man. Let me read this because it show you, it tell you that when the scores do come, it's gonna come to them who sold out. That's the judgment of the Lord. It's just like taking the MOTB, man. If you agree to this bastard philosophies lying to the people, man, you already that's an automatic death, man. That's treason. Second Ezra 16:68 it reads, for behold, the burning wrath, which is the Edomites, that's at Isaiah 59:19. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. 2/3 are already idle. They already idle. The so-called white man has made you an idol to yourself on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and TikTok, which I have neither, not one of them. All I have is YouTube and Odyssey. The so-called white man has made you your own idol, man. And 2/3 of Jake are idle. Again, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they, Salakia, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. That's the 2/3. And that MOTB is that main idol you're going to take. And they, here it is, this is 16:69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. And they that consent unto them, that's willing to be conditioned through gradualism, that's willing to be what's the word? Conformed, that's willing to conform and comply, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Now, going back to Isaiah 28, let's read the bottom of this. It says exact same thing. Isaiah 28 and verse 18. It reads, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scores shall pass through, it say, then ye shall be trodden down by it. For the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you. What time is this? Jacob's trouble. What time is it? What's it got? What's the guy name? Uh, what's the guy name that was with Prince? I can't think of his name. And I can't think of his name right now. What time is it? It say Isaiah 28:19. From the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you, for morning by morning shall it pass over. Jacob trouble gonna be some serious, man. It say by day and by night, and it shall be a vexation only to understand the report. Yeah, so you will be trodden down. You will be trodden down. They that consent unto them shall be had in derision. And the only one that's going to consent, comply, conform, uh, being conditioned through gradualism, is those that the Lord have polluted their gifts, man. And they tell you in First Timothy's, uh, let me see, heavy, man. Let me see if I can get this. First Timothy. It's been a minute since I read this. First Timothy 4:10. It reads, "For therefore we both labor and suffer reproach, because we trust in the living God, who is the Savior of all men, especially of those that believe. These things command and teach. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example." Like it said in Philippians 3. But be was it Philippians? Yeah, Philippians 3. But be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. What? Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Presbytery being the elders. And how do we learn this truth? Through our spiritual fathers, man. The apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profit may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. This is the gift, man. But again, the Lord have polluted the gifts of 2/3. So if right now, this moment, right now, 10:23, if you still understand, this is November the 27th, 2023, because the time might be different wherever you at. It's 10:24 right now. So wherever you at, it's 11/27, 2023. If you still understand this truth, and you still praying to Yahweh Shema Shai, you trying to the best of your ability to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, you staying humble, the Lord is dealing with you, man. Your gifts, and to tell you when I was Isaiah 64, that all our righteousness is as filthy rags. But the Lord is letting you exercise your spirit, man. 2/3 is through. Now this is First Peter. Let me go back to this. 2/3, man. The Lord did it. Now this is First Peter 2:16. As a matter of fact, let's read 15. For so is the will of God, that with well doing you might put to silence the ignorance of foolish men, as free, and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, as free. John 8:32 said, the truth shall make you free, right? As free, and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, but as the servants of God. What is Jake doing? Jake have taken the polluted gifts of the Lord and using it as a cloak of maliciousness, man. That's what these niggas is doing. And guess what? In the end, the same shall know it after death by pain, man. Your polluted gifts has led you to the gates of destruction. That's what 2/3 at. Lord was edifying. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishop and elders, a great minister, who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing this truth and believing this truth, but the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopefully, yup, Morris Day, the water, that's it. That's that red nigga. Morris Day, the water. Hey, oh, and let me get this too. Yep. Then this is the precept I wanted to get to. That's heavy, man. Hebrews, again, all praise and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. The bonds to the apostle elders, a great millstone, who well, who teach well. Hey, in the sense of say, taste to all the hopeful elect, to all the occupant pushing the truth and believing this truth, the full winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the walk through listen learning, you for your sisters are listen learning. I want to get this too. This is fire. I love to read this. So, but I started at 26. So this is Hebrews, the brother Hebrew 4:12 put it up. This is Hebrews 10 and 26. Because this is what's coming in 2/3, man. It reads, for if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin. Right? It say, verse 27, a certain fearful looking for of the judgment and fiery indignation which shall devour the adversary. So the judgment is coming to the heathens. 2/3 is going to get this, man. Listen, it said, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation which shall devour the adversary. This is talking about those 2/3 that really push hard with their polluted gifts to make it, man. Because the Lord said He would nourish us with discipline. We were destroyed, man. But you got niggas that's trying to take their talents and use it to further wickedness. And in Jeremiah 2 and 33, the Lord say, why trimmest thou thy way? Why trimmest thou thy way? Thou hast also taught the wicked ones thy ways. And you got niggas, this nigga, yo, them knocked us up about this lesson. This nigga sitting around the table with his son breaking down the gun, putting the gun, cleaning the gun, putting the clips in, breaking the guns down. Man, thou hast also taught the wicked ones thy ways. What you think, Jay-Z? What you think these niggas teaching their sons, man? These rappers. T.I. had to choke his damn son out. Why? Because that nigga T.I. been using his polluted talents, man. What you think his son gonna do, man? They ain't teaching about Yahweh Shema Shah. And all these niggas know about the man, everybody in the industry know about the truth, man. Cassidy, Carmelo Anthony talking about he from the tribe of Judah. Waka Flocka talking about he a Reubenite. Chingy, so he from the tribe of Judah. Fantasia talking about, yeah, we the 12 tribes of Israel. Man, the industry know about this truth, man. What are these niggas doing? They are using their polluted gifts to pollute the wicked ones, their little ones, man. These are the same ones that said, crucify him and let his blood be on us and our children, man. They ain't finna give us the bad. Remember Yahweh Shah, when the guy said, Lord, what I got to do? He said, man, keep the commandment. He said, I've been doing it since a child. He said, okay, go give all that I have to the poor and come follow me. That nigga went away crying, man. Slow belly nigga, man. What you think these guys gonna do, man? Rick Ross and these niggas ain't giving that bag. Drake and them ain't giving that bag, man. They come and stand in the highways and hedges broke with nothing. Nigga, this is kingship. And you gotta do this without the perks. You gotta do this without rewards, man. Our rewards is coming in the kingdom of heaven. And me personally, fuck a reward, man. This is my first love, man. I love doing this. Love correcting somebody when they going off, when they think they know something, they don't know shit, man. Fuck a reward, man. I'm doing this because this is my first love, man. This is who I am. This me. This the real Isaiah right here, man. Fuck a reward, man. I love correcting a motherfucker when they think they know some shit. I'm at the plantation and a nigga say some stupid shit. I'm like, man, listen, did you know? No, no, I didn't even know that. I know you didn't, you dumbass nigga. This is the real love, man. This is our first love, man. This is what we supposed to be doing, man. Everything else is bullshit, man. And selected for my Swahili, my whatever you want to call it. I don't give a damn, man. We have been westernized, and rude speech is just what it is, man. Acronyms and rude speech of America, man. This is who we are. This is what we're supposed to be doing. This is our first love. This truth is not second nature, man. This is first nature. It's just like waking up and you think about brushing your teeth or putting on deodorant before you go to the plantation. This truth is first nature, man. Get it together, Jake. Till next time, I say shalom, wa, ba, ba, ba.